F0xy Grampa, PXP, F0xy Grampa, Lowland Lions, Taco, Storm, and Madzin. Not Madzin. Zorakamaka. I don't know why I said they
Storm
fought first.
defeated Madzin.
They fought first. Still kind of, but yeah. So the top 4 is Zorakamaka and Storm, Taco and F0xy. We've had a bunch of good matches so far, a really good set of matches. But it's been, I don't know, I mean, Storm versus Madzin was up in the air. We didn't really know who was going to take that. Zorakamaka actually gave us a really dominant showing, obviously being on the opposite end to the bracket. So some people actually were predicting a Zorakamaka and F0xy grand finals.
But at the same time, you know, Makadi was no slouch. You know, he did put up a good fight against Zorakamaka. It was just Zorakamaka with that Flame Fist Liu Kang that we didn't really expect him to play.
I wasn't expecting Flame Fist
you
at
know,
all.
putting it to good use. However, you know, what I like about the semis we've got going on right now, we have versus the top of the bracket and the bottom of the bracket, we've got Season 1 versus Season 2.
We do.
We've got F0xy Grampa versus Taco, Season 1 veterans. These guys were 2 of your European qualifiers for the Season 1 finals, where, you know, they did very well for themselves in America and, you know, qualifying to that point. And then on the other side, you've got Storm versus Zorakamaka, who are 2 newcomers to the ESL Pro League, who have done exceptionally well for themselves in their, well, you know, respective scenes.
Of course. I mean, it's quite exciting for us because we've said this before, but it really is this idea of new versus old. So we have, you know, the guys that have been around for quite a while, since the very beginning of ESL, Season 1. But then we have in Season 2 these guys that have really grabbed it with both hands and have taken this for what it is, which is the chance to win $100,000 at the end of the season, which, you know, that's always going to be a very driving force if you're a competitive player. But, you know, ESL obviously giving people the opportunity to earn that kind of money.
Financial incentive always helps, especially if it's a hobby that you want to, you know, turn more into it. Like, you know, for example, we know that F0xy Grampa quit his job to play MKX competitively, which, you know, to a lot of people might seem like, you know, a questionable decision. It's definitely a risky decision. However, he immediately goes on to win the Kombat Cup. He won 6 ESL weeklies. He won a lot of Kombat Cup events. He won
Grand Finals at EVO.
Grand Finals at EVO.
Second place.
You know, he's basically been in the money at near enough every tournament he's ever attended. He won Fanstros as well. Like, you know, so you quit your, you know, your 9 to 5 to win this, like, ridiculous amount of money through just being amazing at MK.
So here we go. We have Lowland Lions own Taco versus PXP, Problem X Promotions, F0xy Grampa. There's going to be a matchup. We've seen them play before. F0xy pretty much has 100% win rate on Taco, like many of these ESL players, but these guys are here to play, and they have studied the matchup. If one player in this ESL Pro scene...
Beautiful start by Taco. Thing is, both players knew that Sub-Zero is down 4 wins at the start. F0xy was blocking, he knew that. Taco knew he'd block it, got the clone in.
Very, very unfortunate drop there, but F0xy going for the... does not capitalize on as much damage at all, but does get a grab, and this is exactly where F0xy wants Taco to be. I mean, it's unfortunate that Taco dropped that combo because he's lost, we just talked earlier, he's lost the corner control, he's lost the damage, he's lost that dominance.
You know, F0xy opted to back off and just give as much space as possible to Taco until they're mid-screen again. I really think F0xy just has no care whatsoever to play near the corner, because as soon as you get cornered as Lau against Grandmaster, you're in trouble.
F0xy not dropping that 2-link anymore.
Goodbye, Paul, just getting rid of the hat. See you later. See you later, hat. We'll miss you. And again, goodbye.
We won't miss you. All right, here we go. Tagging in with the down 4. It misses. But a lot of neutral ground.
Oh
my days.
Oh, and he catches him with a jump back freeze.
Corner pressure, hard knockdown into the clone. I mean, we've seen... and there we go, the jump and dive kick just to get out of the corner.
Taco knew, and there's the down 4 whiff punish. This is just beautiful play right now. And there's the trip guard down 4. Taco playing really slow right now, but it's paying off. Oh no, and as I say that...
Speaking of playing slow, F0xy gets the full combo. Commentator's curse at his absolute worst. Here comes the orbiting hat. There really is... There's nothing he can do to stop that. That was chip territory all day, every day.
That was a really long round 1.
Because it was only until the very end where substantial hits landed. F0xy, though, has got Taco in the corner, so this could be the end of round 1. What an amazing punish on the clone. Never seen that before.
Like I said before, you know, Kung Lao, Sub-Zero, these are 2 characters we've seen a lot in Europe. So if you can see that, you know, if there are characters people in the EU will be ready for, it's Kung Lao and Sub-Zero.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like we've said, I think Europe really has these characters on lockdown. But F0xy is going to be so insanely familiar with this match because he trains with Madzin, he trains with Useful Glue. You know, he's played Taco.
He trains with Taco. You know, these guys play often.
Countless times in tournament. I mean, F0xy knows the matchup. However, it didn't actually help him at Versus Fighting, where Madzin took it 6-0, Grandmaster versus Temper. So I think that's one thing that F0xy tends to do is learn from this. When he loses a tournament, he definitely takes away.
Hang on, wait for it.
Kung Lao he can answer that for me. That's what F0xy tends to do. If he loses in a tournament, he definitely learns from it.
this.
He takes from it and goes, you know, what do I need to do? What did I do wrong? What shouldn't I do again? And that's pretty much it. But it's reflected. Little things like just being ready for the ice clone, seeing the ice clone, instant dive kick, punishing the ice clone.
Well, one thing that I see Taco do a lot, like when he goes for his armored counter pokes, his armored reversal attempts, he tends to go to the meter burn slide a lot as the option, just because it's so quick. However, you know, ice shatter is safer on block. Like it's still you know, unsafe to a certain few moves. However, it's undeniably harder to punish the ice shatter than it is the slide.
The thing is,
so
though,
I'd like to see him maybe go to the ice shatter a bit more, because that is overhead. So obviously you have to stand up for that, and then it ends up giving you more
jump back dive kick. But the thing is, ice shatter actually gives you a full combo. It gives you more damage than the reversal slide as well. I would imagine maybe Taco's going for the slide because he doesn't want to be armor. Exactly, he doesn't want to be armor broken right there. But he does get away with it. Drops the combo. Unfortunately, if he landed that, that would have actually thrown Foxy into the corner. But unfortunately, he's still finding himself in the corner. And the second, and that's it.
Foxy turning a drop combo into a happy little reset to finish round 1.
The second you press those buttons, Tempest Lau's just gonna. He's going to just put you in that blender. That is exactly what Tempest Lau wants to do. Oh, and he catches him with a regular orbiting hat. Taku running straight into it. Core pressing buttons. Doesn't drop that 2-frame link. It's a hard knockdown. Here we go. So much damage from Foxy there.
See, 35% even before the drop. That's a respectable amount of damage. Into a throw once again. Taco going to be back to the corner. Very quickly looking. This is going to be a very swift game too if Taco doesn't make a reversal. Oh, wow. Just as I say that, reverse throw just get him cornered with a clone on the screen once again.
Things like
jump back too.
Things like that only seem to happen at the highest level, where you know that a reversal was going to happen, so you do a wake-up button or a throw, knowing the opponent's going to expect it. Although, unfortunately, Taco just not even a third of the length of the previous game. Foxy just swiftly takes game 2. I really think Taco's going to change to Lau here.
Something you've said quite a lot, and you said it in the break, you know, when we were waiting for the games to start, was when you play Foxy for a few games, sometimes your first few will be very back and forth, very, you know, to and from each other, I suppose. Very close, very slow. But when Foxy starts, he's a bit of a domino. You know what I mean? Like, when he gets things going and things start to go his way, he's amazing at keeping that going.
He's quite a connoisseur of the snowball effect, I think. You know, the second Foxy gets going, he's going to snowball, and he's going to over time, make it harder and harder for you to win. Even if it's in a small set, he can do that to you. But the question is, have we seen Taco go for a character change?
We have. As you predicted, it's going to be a Tempest Lau mirror match. I mean, we saw Taco, when they last fought in Red Fight District, that set, you know, it did go to Foxy, but Taco did manage to take a game off with Tempest Lau. So, and he gets the 4-4 link. Really good stuff from Taco to hit that.
Hard knockdown. But that's the thing. Tempest Lau does a good job of dealing with Tempest Lau. That meter burn spin, very, very prominent at all times. I mean,
this is probably one of the more traditional mirror matches in the game, I suppose. Like, neither character has, you know, any sort of severe gimmicks that haunts the other one. Like, it's very honest mirror match.
Well, the thing is, the thing about a mirror match, right as we can say it there, Foxy having more patience, but getting +2, knowing. I love that overhead there, because he knew that Taco was going to wait for the down 4, and that's exactly why he threw out that overhead. Match point Foxy in very, very swift fashion right now.
Looks like he's going to be your first grand finalist today if Taco doesn't manage to pull something out of his hat.
No pun intended.
Pun fully intended. We'll move on.
Alright, so he gets a good grab, putting him in the corner. And to be honest, it's almost self-explanatory. We've seen Foxy do
wake up back throw, only in a Tempest Lau mirror match.
What? I have never seen that. Oh, so many wake-up attacks. I think right there, Taco was like, I have conditioned you to not wait for the spin and think something else is coming. And that's it. The second he does it, he goes for the grab.
Oh, there's that block down 4 again. Oh, block 2-1.
Taco being patient. Nice, gets the down 4. That's going to be potentially, tags him. And he gets the full link. Oh, catches the 4-4.
This is going to be chip damage territory almost when he does finish this. I mean, not quite, but again, one more read. Oh, wow.
No. I think that might have been a teleport.
It may have been, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't a spin, otherwise it would have won in that situation. Maybe a wake-up hat toss by mistake.
I think he might have tried to do a wake-up teleport to get out of the corner. But either way, unfortunately, because such is life when you fight against Tempest Lau, you're going to get armor broken. Unfortunately, Taco definitely got armor broke there trying to teleport out.
Well, if Kung Lao has the orbiting hat going around him, wake-up attacks become very difficult, because if Kung Lao times his normal to hit you at the same time as the orbiting hat, you're getting hit twice at the same time, which does chew through armor, considering it only tends to absorb 1 hit.
Now, I think one of the things that we've talked